What is up, everyone? Back with the second video of random battles, and I do have the Veluza, which I did have in the last video, so that's pretty cool. Got a Mewtwo with Life Orb. Seems like that's probably going to be a pretty good win con in the end of it. This Bramblegast is somewhat threatening, but I do have my Torkoal, and I do believe that most of them are physical because it does have a higher physical attack stat. And overall, my team is honestly really good. But I will just go into Torkoal here. I do want to just not be able to die to this. And he does go for the Power Whip. That does a bit of damage. I don't really know what my defense investment is on this. Actually, I think all the EV spreads are the same. I think it's 64 in each stat. But either way, this is a perfect opportunity to get up my Stealth Rocks. Because, I mean, he could go for the Phantom Force, but that's not going to do much. And he does actually have a Heatran, and this is a pretty big threat to me. Although I do actually have my Volcanion, which is pretty good versus him. So I think that Volcanion is probably the play. It does answer this pretty well. He could Earth... Okay, he does Earth Power, but that didn't do too much either way. And now I just get to throw off a Steam Eruption. And while this probably won't one-shot it, I will do a decent chunk. And just being able to get rid of that Air Boon could be decent. Yeah, so I wouldn't have killed him either way, but I do think that's a fine trade on my part. And I'm just going to sack this off here, and now I can just go for the Veluza, and I could click... I'm going to click Night Slash, because I feel like he might go Bramblegast, because he has revealed it so far, and I feel like the Water type move is fairly obvious. And if he does stay in with this, then even if I do Night Slash, it's still going to get chip on him, so it's not the end of the world. It does go into Bramblegast, so this Night Slash was a good play. And I have Banded Sharpness, so that's doing a ton of damage. He probably will go back into Heatran now, but even if he does, it's not the end of the world. In fact, getting rid of this is probably a good idea. So he does actually reveal the Articuno, and this thing isn't too big of a threat to my team. I'm not exactly sure what he has with this. Mewtwo does pretty well with it, pretty well against it. It can't switch in, but it is able to threaten it out. So I might go into... I could either go into Torkoal here, but that would let Heatran in for free, which isn't exactly the greatest idea in my opinion. So I could go either Ampharos or Stain with this, but with Veluza I do think that is pretty valuable in order to defeat Heatran. So I will just go Ampharos because he does actually go for the Air Slash, and that does barely nothing. So I will just fire off the Volt Switch here. If he goes into a ground type, so be it. But getting the momentum either way is going to be quite nice, assuming he doesn't have a ground type. And if he does, I do have my Veluza, which is able to threaten it, which will be nice. And he does actually go into Heracross, so this won't take it too well. Yeah, it took a lot. And I don't know if he's Scarf or not, but I don't think Zarude kills this. So I think that Torkoal might be the play. Yeah, I think I'll go Torkoal. And I don't really want to... I mean, it's kind of hard, but I think I'll probably double out to Veluza. Now, if he does stay in Rock Slide or Close Combat, that is kind of bad. But I feel like he brings in Heatran here. He doesn't. Okay. He just goes for the Earthquake. Alright, that's interesting. What I'm probably going to do now, just go back into Torkoal to see if he does have... Okay, he's probably Scarf then. And he brings out the Cleaver, which is interesting. I'm just going to go for the Lava Plume here. I feel like there's no reason not to. Although, he probably does have Stealth Rock. And I don't really want Stealth Rock going up. So I think Rapid... Okay, he has Defog. I didn't know that got Defog. But, yeah, so I will just click Stealth Rock now, because I don't really want to switch into anything to this. It does Stone Axe, and I do manage to live it, so that is nice. And what I'll probably do is just click Stealth Rock until he dies. But he does stay in. And just looking at it... Oh, wait, Oh, wait, Stone Axe stats up... Oh. Never knew that. Guess now I can go into my... I mean, I don't think Mewtwo's safe. So, I think Ampharos is probably the best play. Mainly because I can get a big Thunderbolt on it. And then I should be able to kill it with whatever else I need to. And he does get paralyzed, which is actually really good. That actually helped out a lot. But I'm just going to click... I can't really click anything else besides Thunderbolt. And he does have Hair Grass, and he might be Scarf Megahorn, but even if he is, I do have my Zarude, which I do believe is faster still, even with it. So I will just click the Thunderbolt. He does actually Earthquake, which is interesting. I do believe he's definitely Scarf Moxie now. So I will just click the Crunch. And I am Terra-Fighting. Okay, I have Close Combat, so I guess that makes sense. But here I just go for the Crunch. And with that, we'll see what he goes into. Yeah, I feel like Zarude is in a pretty good spot right now. Okay, he does switch in Berserker, which takes a decent bit of damage. Now, I feel like Mewtwo is probably... I think Mewtwo's the one to win this, although Veluza is pretty good, I will say, because... Actually, I think that keeping in this, and then going in Veluza, and clicking my Aqua Jet might be the play. Because I am Terra Water, and I do think that I will Terra the Veluza. I don't see a reason to Terra the Mewtwo. And he does Close Combat, so he is chipped. I can just go for the Terra Water Aqua Jet. Yeah, I don't know what Terra type my Mewtwo is, but I still feel like just going this is probably my best play. Because either way, I think that this lets him get away with the least. So I'm just going to click Aqua Jet here, Terra Water. And he goes into Heatran. Alright, so it does kill. And we'll see. I'm just interested to know if his Articuno has heavy duty boots. So he actually comes in with Berserker. And I'm assuming this thing gets Fake Out. Okay, it doesn't actually get Fake Out. Or maybe some other priority. Either way though. This blue is actually going... This is really good. Yeah, I just killed the Heracross now. I'm actually really liking this Choice Banded set. So he does bring in Articuno finally, but it won't be enough because I will just click the Aqua Jet twice, and then I will go into Mewtwo after. I do live on 1 HP, so that is pretty nice, although I do believe that Mewtwo would have killed it anyways. He does actually recover. That makes things a little more interesting, although I do think I kill this here. And either way, it's not like Air Slash is going to be able to kill me. So I guess, okay, he lives it. Alright. Oh, okay, he just Calm Minded. So that's a good game to my opponent. Seems, yeah. Alright, so Mewtwo ended up cleaning at the end, just like I kind of expected. But Veluza put in a good amount of work, I will say. You know, Choice Band, honestly, pretty powerful. And now it's Golduck versus the Calyrex with Cloud9 Life Orb, with Hydro Pump, Psyshock, Encore, and Grassland. It's very interesting moveset. Now I do have a Jolteon as well, and a Kilowattrel, and a Tornadus. Now all I'm missing is a Pelipper. This team's great, but yeah. So Bleak Windstorm. I don't know what that is. Probably a pretty strong flying move. But either way, I either go Kilowattrel or Tornadus, but I think that Tornadus is probably the better of the two. Yeah, mainly because it... Okay, what is this? 80% accuracy, 100%, 100 power, 30% chance to lower the opponent's speed by 1. That's actually really good. It's actually a very good move. Yeah, so I don't know what he's going to go into, but I think that either way, just throwing this off is going to be nice. If Tornadus does get this in the actual game, having a move of 100 base power that's 80% accurate would actually be a huge help to it, considering that Hurricane is very inaccurate, and I mean, it's alright, but Hurricane honestly isn't that great in general, so I think that getting this new move, Bleak Windstorm, is going to be very great for it. I'm guessing it's one of the new moves introduced in Pokemon Legends of Arceus, so that is pretty cool. And I do get the Bleak Windstorm off. He goes for the Psyshock. Now, I don't really know what he's going to do, so I think that just like I think that going back into my gold, I mean, I don't think that's a great idea, so I will just go into my Kilowattrel because I don't lose too much if I do. And so I can just Hurricane here. Hopefully I hit. If I don't, it's not too bad. But I just wanted to make sure that I didn't lose my... I mean, not really I didn't want to lose it, but I just wanted to make sure they didn't want to switch into anything. So, I think that now that I have Kilowattra out, I'm in a pretty good spot, all things considered. Although he has revealed 3 of my Mons, and I haven't seen a single thing of his. So I guess that does give him a slight advantage. But either way, we're low ladder still, so not the end of the world. And he does get that Leech Seed off again. Now, I could go... I feel like I don't want to lose Heatran's Air Balloon yet. So what I'll probably do is go Tornadus. And I think I'll live another... I don't think I'll live another Side Shock, which is the problem. So what I will do is I will just go Kilowattrel. And I'll click the Hurricane here, hoping to hit it. Because I feel like Kilowattrel dying, while it is somewhat bad, this thing is really annoying. Okay, so I do get the Confusion off. It hits itself in Confusion. That's actually amazing. That's really great for me, especially considering how annoying that Mon is. So now I'll see what he goes into next. And yeah, alright, so this is a not bad position for me. Random battles are actually pretty fun just in this generation, honestly. I'm liking some of the stuff I'm using. It's cool to see the mons that aren't in the game yet, as well as the moves like the Bleak Windstorm. And so he has Love Disc. That's an interesting choice. Maybe he's Scarf, maybe he isn't. I don't know. But he... how do you live that? I'm level 80. What level is he? That... Alright. Well... I guess I substitute. I don't think he's has a move to kill me, really. Unless it does break sub, but like... Okay, that's... Okay, Jolteon is in a great spot. I have Terra Ice too. So I got the Bolt Beam coverage, meaning nothing can really break me. And I do think that this is like setup fodder for me. I could get to plus... I don't know, +6 if I really wanted to. And that is probably what I'm going to do. And I guess we'll see what he goes for now. So he does Surf, but I will just get another substitute off because he will not be able to break it with his Surfs. So he's kind of forced to just... I mean, I don't know about staying in here. I feel like that's kind of how you lose. But either way, I'm just going to rock with this. Maybe he has something in the back that's able to handle this, like a Mousehold or something with Population Bomb that's faster. But, you know, Jolteon's level 86. That's pretty high, I believe, in terms of random battle standards. So even if something's like a high-ish base speed, they won't be able to outspeed me. So he does actually have the Gastrodon, and I think I will Terra Blast here. Although, I don't really know if I want to risk... I mean, I feel like I could win still without this, but I just want to make sure this kills. But I am plus... I'd have Stab on this move, and I am +3. So, it could kill, and getting rid of it for Heatran is actually really good, so I will Terra Blast here. So I will just go for that, and even if he Clear Smogs, that's still whatever. So he doesn't have Clear Smog, which is good. I'm not sure if Gastron actually has it this generation or not. But just being able to kill this actually is huge for Heatran, since that's probably going to be one of my most threatening mons here in this matchup. Although I don't really know what he has left. So he does have the Iron Moth, and I think I can just like Thunderbolt here. I doubt that Flamethrower kills me because Jolteon's def is pretty high. I do end up outspeeding it. So from the looks of it, this is going to be a Jolteon sweep. I don't see anything that can actually stop this. Besides Love Disc. You know, maybe that's the hero he needed. But no, I just go for the substitute. Surf does nothing. I Thunderbolt, and we'll see what his two last mons are. Maybe there'll be something good. Maybe they won't. But either way, I guess we're gonna find out. He does have Annihilate. This does get O-Code though, so even that isn't gonna do anything. So I think he's pretty screwed here. But he does have the Zamazenta. That is pretty cool. I like this mon a lot. Although it is level 72, so it's going to take a ton from this Thunderbolt. And with that, it should be a win. You know, I don't think his Love Disc will be able to defeat my Jolteon. So I will just go for the Thunderbolt here. And that should be game. Okay, he protects. Not really sure why he did that. But, you know, things happen, I guess. So now I do get the Thunderbolt off with my Jolteon, and he failed his Protect. So good game. Hold on. Good game. And yeah, climbing the random battles ladder. Alright, I'm gonna do one more of these just to kind of, because it's been fun, you know, and I feel like it's been pretty short so far. So he does lead off with the Hoopa into my Frosmoth. I don't know if this is physical or special, so that is a problem. But I do have Palafin with Choice Band, which is actually really good. And got Kamala. I'm not sure what the Comatose ability does still. Haven't really used this thing, besides seen it once. Got Weavile with Choice Band. Heavy Duty Boots Colossal with Spikes and Rapid Spin. That seems really good. And then the Choice Specs Mesprit. Now, I probably will just Quiver Dance here, because if he's physical, I still don't have anything to switch into this. And he does go into Moltres Galar. And this is just a free Ice Beam for me. Or I could Quiver Dance again, but I do think that just getting the Ice Beam off is probably better, because I don't want to risk, yeah, I think that was definitely safer. Because with Hurricane, you know, he could hit, he could crit, or he could just confuse me, and then take a lot of chip. So if he did have any kind of priority, he'd be able to knock me out right after. And he does have the Zamazenta ground. I mean, not ground. I thought, okay. Now, I do my own ground Terror Blast, and Zamazenta kind of, you know, look at my team. Hard loses, loses. I guess this checks it, but and this loses to it. So I'm just gonna go for the Terror Blast. Maybe it'll kill. Alright, so it does get the Oko, and this is an amazing start for me. I don't know how that guy got all those like broken legendaries, but either way, Frosmoth is killing it. Now he just Terror Blast again to the Toxapex, Oko once again, and wow, I did not expect my third game. Okay, uh, guess that's it. You know, Frosmoth, pretty good. You know, if you'd like to see more of these, link it up in the end screen. I have done another random battle video where you'd be able to witness Tropius doing pretty well, you know, with the Subseed. So surprising threat. Overall, that was pretty fun. And Veluza and Frosmoth were definitely the stars, although I can't really say Frosmoth was the star of the show considering it had like 1 minute of screen time, and it just automatically won. But it did end up sweeping all of Hoopa Unbound, Moltres Galar, Zamazenta, and Toxapex, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to like and subscribe. More videos coming out. And until next time, see ya.